What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift.
Yeah, the drift.
Nova Drift.
I don't know if this is how to say anymore.
So we got more daily challenges to try out. Today we're going to try out Way of the Sword. Begin your journey wielding a power variant of the sword weapon. You may only wield the sword. You are faster, and you can use mobility powers more frequently, but you take more damage.
Clarification. That says only you may wield the sword.
Yes.
Not you may only.
But only you.
I mean, maybe only you.
Can prevent forest fires.
It's like I think you could theoretically switch your weapon. You wouldn't want to, though. But that just means don't get an ally to give it a weapon because he won't take it.
Also, the modifiers have been put in. I don't know if they're in before. I don't know if I noticed them because I tried cycling through before, and I didn't notice anything. But as you can see, there's like friction's halved, bosses are stronger, rerolls don't exist, enemies are tougher, no wrapping, more wild, more metamorphosis, gears predetermined stronger. You're much larger, massively increased hull and shields, but they never recover. Ultra violence. Oh, if only that had a C in it somewhere. Everything takes much more damage. Hurt me plenty. Everything takes more damage. Compact, small,
Favorite.
hyperactive. You have improved recovery and faster shield cooldown.
Yeah.
Heist, cargo trains are much more common, but spawn with dangerous escorts. Immovable, your shield gear is stronger and shield effects are improved. Unstoppable, your weapon gear is stronger. Which, I mean, we're using the sword, right? Which is already stronger.
You are using a stronger version of the sword.
Can we make it double strong sword?
Sure.
Well, I want to try making a double strong sword.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, here we go. I have a sword.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, it kills your ally and doesn't let you take... It doesn't kill your ally. You could still take ally, you could still take mines, but loaded mines and interceptor
gone,
are gone.
loaded mines are gone, overseer's gone, hidden power is gone, volley is gone, and targeting is gone.
Interesting.
Okay.
So only you may wield your sword.
Well, I gotta...
That's a ton of damage for level 2.
It's one sword. So
yes,
there's a couple of options. You can do something like a battery where it's more powerful and you get more of them, or you can reroll to get the architect, or you can do the engineer to just get more sword.
Maybe.
I would go back to being normal. I would have 2 swords because it should double my swords. Normally you have 2 and we have 1. So the architect or the engineer would double it. So then I would have 2 swords instead of the normal 4.
I mean, in theory. Because even if you hover over swords, it says that your construct limit is 1 pair, but you don't have a pair.
but it's special and fancy.
Unless it's super special and fancy and you're just stuck at 1.
And then
if you take something like battery, you'll be real upset if you still have 1 sword. You want to try it with the engineer and see what happens? Or do you want to
But this is just way more damage. If I'm going for maximum damage, I want the biggest sword. I have the modifier for big sword.
Yeah.
I got the game plan for big sword.
Well, then go for big sword.
I'm going to have the biggest big
go
sword.
Go big sword, then!
I'm going to have the biggest sword! Okay. That's a pretty big sword.
It's a fast swing, too.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, I can have a bigger sword.
Yeah. So you're not allowed to take anything that would shrink the sword or make it swing slower. Right?
Well, what if I made it swing slower, but it made it even more big and strong?
Is that better?
I don't know if it's better. I'm just saying. It's
freaking know, man. Also, the fact that you took amp shield, I understand, but it's scary considering you take more damage from everything.
Do I?
You do.
Do I?
You do.
Do I? He did. Obviously, elegant construction we gotta take. Because...
Why?
It's gonna...
What if the sword can't break?
I assume that it can.
Alright, well then go for it.
Or I can go priority 0 and then I can get tactical link.
There you go.
So
well, is the sword advanced?
Yes.
Perfect. Then yeah.
Unfortunately, overclock always specifies non-weapon construct, so overclock won't work. But tactical link will work.
Tactical link will work, and support specialist will work.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Evolutionary niche is more damage. So, we'll take it. Just get rid of those mines. Okay. Beager. See, now this will reduce my rate of fire, but it'll give me 30% weapon damage. This is one of those things where it's just like... I feel like it's worth it still.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to take it right now, but that's also another one where it's definitely less good. But, you know.
But it's wild, so you can take it multiple times.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that's like, with one sword, lowering the rate of fire just seems like a bad idea, but...
Even more.
Yeah, just keep Evolution. Evolution.
Definition.
Venetian. Those Venetian blinds.
I'm interested to see if the sword can break. Ally specialist. Can I get sword specialist?
That would be nice, but it currently doesn't exist as far as we're aware.
Do I want to try a charged sword?
Maybe. Does it do anything?
I mean, if I hold it and swing it, it'll be a much bigger swing.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to charge it.
That's true.
Like, I'm not obligated.
Well, go for it.
Big sword, big. Man, those are not wave 30 numbers.
No, they're not.
Velocity I don't think matters too much.
Does it increase, like, swing speed?
It does increase weapon damage.
And weapon
slightly.
damage.
Velocity I don't know if it increases swing speed, if I'm being honest.
But
honestly, Incendiary Strike with these big numbers is
Yeah.
probably pretty good.
And does velocity's weapon projectile velocity increase like the reflected bullet velocity?
I think it does.
This feels less like a sword now and more like a giant axe or a giant hammer or something.
I mean, oh no. Oh, excuse me. I gotta chop that down real quick. I can take Incendiary Strike now because I will be doing fire damage or Condescence because I'll be getting Incendiary Strike rather. Flash shielding could be good to do the whole Tempest Break emergency system scenario,
true. Which is very strong, especially with you taking more damage from all sources.
Which means I'll also need to get Kinetic Boost.
You will need Kinetic Boost eventually, yep.
So do I get Flash Shielding now just to be like, I'm done with that tree pretty much, or do I get Kinetic Boost now to work towards emergency systems faster?
I personally think I like Kinetic Boost more, plus it gives you more damage here and now.
It's true, as long as I'm schmoving.
Yeah, and even if you're only schmoving a little bit. You got hit by that comet twice.
So many times, actually.
All right.
Do I want Burst Fire? Now, this is an important question.
That's a grand question. It's probably good. Oh, that looks weird.
Yeah, it wants to swing the other way, but it doesn't quite know how to do it. It doesn't know what to do. We'll grab the snipe. Yeah, that delay is not too bad. Yeah, that's the full delay if I'm just spamming. But since I'm doing mostly charge shots, that little bit of delay is not too bad.
Get in there and finish with one shot.
One more shot. Good golly.
The screen didn't even have time to zoom out. It was rude. Honestly, it's a reroll. Aegis.
Improved thrusters or Aegis?
Both of which are very good. Aegis will get you to.
Let's work on getting the emergency systems, flash shielding, all that stuff, and then improved thrusters will be nice.
To work towards blink.
I believe it said that my movement mobility options I can use more often in this mode, which means that I can blink more often.
Oh, yeah, there's a challenger.
There is a challenger. Honestly, the way I'm set up, that's probably not bad.
It's essentially a free reroll if you don't want anything else that's there.
Because I was pretty sure I can just do that.
Yeah. A lot of good options here. Volatile shields, of course, is great when you've got such a small shield that you're planning on tempesting anyway.
You know what? I'll do it.
You somehow slice that man's shield away without actually killing him.
Support specialist will
hurt your hull and shields a little bit, but will
by
also give
2%.
You more. Yeah.
But that will help my rate of fire. All right.
Helps your rate of fire, and if your sword can break, it'll come back faster.
Yeah. Well, we'll get the improved thrusters here. We need trail anyway for Tempest.
Yep.
So getting that going is not bad. Man, I have a feeling the beginning of this game is going to be just fine.
I think so too.
Grab the incendiary strike. I don't think too many things in the early game are even going to be affected by it. Maybe a boss or two, but it's future planning.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe him, but not even him. Maybe you. Nope, not you either. Oh, what would I want to stonk? Probably another Evo niche, because I feel like
Evo niche should not be bad. You could do challengers.
Why are you like this?
Look, it's already shown you Obsession twice, and you didn't take it either time, so it's unlikely that you'll get all the keys, right? 4 double taps.
That's a lot of double tap, but
that's spicy.
I'm gonna hold off on that.
Oh, why?
Because
you like swinging
I like
the sword?
swinging occasionally. Admittedly, when I did get a swing off, dear God, everything is dead.
I suppose that's true, but counterpoint, currently when you do swing now, everything is dead.
But they would be like super extra double dead.
Yeah, it's like you with the double punch monk over there.
Yeah.
There's a second key.
I mean, I'm getting worried now.
Again, it's showed you Obsession twice. What are the odds it'll show it a third time?
Why do you say it like that? You're not allowed to say it like that. That's illegal.
You decided I'm going to break you out myself. I don't need to wait for you to pop out of the rock. I'll just kill you. I'll break your rock myself and then just end your life. God, that's
Bird
crazy.
worked on him.
There's your emergency systems.
Grab
Probably
the emergency
very
systems.
smart take.
Ugh. Emergency. Ow. Emergency.
Blink.
There's my blink. Getting hull strength at some point probably wouldn't be bad either, but
Correct.
But I also like having my blink. Let's see. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
that's not bad.
Oh man, Lee! Imagine how much you could be strafing.
But I'm already strafing as much as I'd ever want to.
Oh, well, you know what? Fair.
That said, because I can do that kind of stuff more frequently, and it sort of fits the aesthetic, going Void Slice is not a terrible idea.
Oh, yeah, that could be cool.
I think this is a reroll, trying to find the stuff that we're looking for. Now, you know what? Now that I got my burn...
It's like Candescence is
I'll
fine.
grab Candescence.
Adaptive Armor was also fine.
I want to get my Tempest going.
That guy had a shield. I like how you swung at him anyway, like, I'm going to kill your friends around you, just so you understand what's coming.
He had friends, and now he doesn't.
Damn. All of my friends are dead.
You know what? Let me just grab some of this whole strength.
Whole strength.
I think having an amount of survivability is probably for the best. Alright, these guys are just going to pop. There goes my emergency system. Bye, friend. See you later. I can be real big and slow.
Yeah, I don't think it's a great idea. You could just take Juggernaut and be somewhat bigger and slower.
It's true.
Does that really help you much, though?
I mean, the 25% maximum hull is fine.
It's true.
And the extra crash damage is
something
fine, but Now, Absorption's
pretty good.
Is just good.
Yeah. Like, your shield goes down fairly often, so having Absorption...
Oh, bye, friend. Oh, and I even got the XP for it. Calculated.
Nice.
Oh, this is going to be a waste.
You could have just, like, slowly drifted away from him and let your trail kill him.
Look, sometimes it's about sending a message.
Nah, fair. Let's see.
Death Blossom with this setup.
Oh yeah, Death Blossom's fun.
Now they took away the loaded mines. They took away this. Technically, I'm still swinging the sword.
Yeah, you're the one swinging, so that should be fine.
It is me swinging the sword.
That should be fine.
But I think Death Blossom with this setup is very good.
Bye, Warbringer. That was rudely. He didn't even have time to finish saying his name. Imagine going to see a wrestling match and, like, Big Show's theme is still playing and you've already pinned the man.
Well, that's his fault.
I don't know why I specifically chose Big Show, but...
Well,
it's the Big Show.
That one guy. Ouch. Okay. So then the question becomes...
10 times 10, baby.
Phantom Strike is interesting.
It's interesting.
But I think it's gonna mess me up too much. I'm gonna not do it.
Okay.
Let's get our flash shielding so we can finally get our Tempest Break rolling here.
Plus you've got the Death Blossom, so...
Yes. Death Blossom, Tempest Break, shenanigans should be fun. Just erase those guys from the timeline.
I mean, shield effect radius does give you 10% power.
It's true.
So it's more damage while your shield is up. Although there's strafe rate, not strafe, but if you're working towards Void Slice.
Yeah, that is true.
Stabilization to work towards Void Slice.
Fine. I was thinking about making the shieldier.
It's like your shield goes down enough that you don't necessarily need it, but like when your shield is up, having more thrust and more damage isn't a bad thing.
It is not.
Man, that rock was moving.
It was. It had places to go.
Hey, who do you think's gonna be wave 100? Glaucus? Or
I don't think it's gonna
Seraph?
matter.
Yeah, that's true.
If I'm being honest.
You think both of them are going down in like a second?
I think it's probably...
How many swings?
Depending on who it is.
Also a wave 95 Scion. Just cuz.
Oh, that's one too early.
That doesn't matter. They burned to death.
Honestly,
Like,
regen's not bad. Blast radius, going for the concentrated blast, and then going for antimatter is an option.
You could also go for skirmish and go for terminate and honestly, you both terminate and blitz.
Yeah, both of them would be quite good, actually.
Honestly.
Hey, you know what?
Oh yeah, you got that free swing that nobody was around for.
Look, that was just the pregame show. You just gotta show it off.
What game show?
Well, normally when you say the pregame show, it indicates football.
Ah.
The UFL is a thing that's apparently started to the fanfare of no one.
I say, is it a thing? Does anyone care? Doesn't like The Rock care, I think.
They didn't advertise it. I would have considered watching it if I knew it existed. I just found out it happened after the fact. And then I saw footage of it, and there's like 3 people in the stands.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was a little sad.
I think they do some Atlanta games, right? We could potentially look into.
With the UFL, I have no idea.
There's
Demonstrate.
Tempest.
So many bullets. Oh, that guy got hit with the free swing. How do you think Snake's gonna go?
I think it's gonna go pretty well.
I was gonna say, how dare you not die? But then he knew better. He thought it over. Again, regeneration's good, but right before the snake boss, I would really like to get either blitz or terminate. I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to use all my rerolls.
Yeah,
The mastery is fine. It's 5% stuff. All right.
Let's see. There's a game in Birmingham. There's a game in Memphis. Both of those are close. Yeah, looks like those are the closest places.
I'd be interested to see how much their tickets cost, considering that one game that I saw televised had 3 people at it. Well, I guess I can get blitz here, so my first shot will be
Strong. Charge it up
extra
as long as you can.
substantial.
Oof.
You see, now the ignite's putting in
Yeah.
the work.
Let's see. I gotta figure out which game's gonna be closer to us first.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, I can still do damage to him when he's dying. I can overkill him. I didn't know I can keep swinging at him. I never tried.
Georgia is such a tall state
It is a tall state.
that Birmingham is much closer than Memphis is. I thought it was going to be close, and it's not even close.
I can go power reserves, which means that I could go No, it's Juggernaut wasn't the prerequisite to Rancor. Was it absorption?
I think maybe.
But then if I get power reserves, that means that I can still move if I go Rancor, which
Yeah.
I think I would
Plus,
like
you
want
to get that so you can get to strafe, so you can get to void slice.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying power reserves over agility.
Oh yeah, I think both are good.
Yeah.
Nano boost, nano hyper boost, no nano charge, nano hyper boost, nano boost.
Nano boost and hypercharge.
Yeah.
Oh, now we got this like extra fancy blitz wave. It looks
You just
more,
blitzing on everything.
It looks more anime. Just
Yeah.
Oh, I got rocked like a hurricane. Spawners, no spawning. Oh, I can get Warp Strike. Boy, howdy. I don't think I will.
I don't think that's going to help you here.
Yeah. Don't think I want any of that. Running low on rerolls here. I'm just gonna get the blast radius. Just because I'm running out of rerolls.
So from what I can see, looking at the next available game at the closest location to us, your standard ticket's about $22.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But they're also doing a special where if you buy 4 tickets, they're $16.50 a piece.
That also sounds about right. And how close is close?
About 2 hours from here.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. We have to pass by all of the Alexander Shannara billboards. But
I haven't gone to Alabama myself yet, but the only thing I know about it is that you're obsessed with all of the lawyer billboards.
No, you don't understand. I am not the one obsessed. Alexander Shannara probably has half of the billboards in the state of Alabama. And I don't actually think that's an exaggeration.
It's a lot of billboards.
I switched it to search tickets high to low, and the highest price ticket's only $88. That's not the full gambit, but it's close.
It's not the full one, so I shouldn't do it. Right?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You're saying pass?
I'm saying it would. It's one of those things where if you did it and you did it,
I would feel sad.
You'd feel sad because that means you didn't do it.
Yeah.
So I agree. As much as it hurts, I think you do pass it up and come looking for one more.
Stop having a shield, please. How did it? Oh, hello. Oh, you shieldy Shieldson. Okay, all your shield givers are dead. And now you're dead.
So now I feel like I just need to look up the various teams and be like, okay, Lee, if we're going to do this. Because now
give me vague descriptions, or well, I mean, just the names.
You just want the names. Obviously, considering where we're going, Birmingham Stallions is going to be part of it.
Sure.
Unless we tried to go to, I don't know. Do they even have a Super Bowl?
This is like their second year of existence in their current iteration. So who knows? Who knows if they'll even have a third? Maybe we don't get too attached.
That's why we gotta go. We could be one of 100 people that's ever been able to say, I went to them before they closed their doors. I got one of the only ticket stubs in the world. All So we got the Michigan Panther. Oh, hey, Lee. That's a third key. Look, if any build's going to do it, I think this might be the one.
All right.
I got the Michigan Panthers. We got the DC Defenders. We got the Memphis Showboats, which
I kind of like that.
That's kind of the best name so far. The Houston Roughnecks, the Arlington Renegades, the San Antonio Brahmas, St. Louis Battlehawks, and I think that's the entirety of the teams.
For me, I'm a big color guy, so I'd have to see what their color schemes are.
That's fair. Well, I'm trying to look at the Memphis Showboats to find out, because it's the only name that we both chuckled at.
And then obviously, if I watch more and it becomes more of a thing, I can actually see what kind of teams I actually like.
Oh, of course.
But you got to start somewhere.
All right, so considering they've had one game so far this season, the Memphis Showboats are 0-1.
It's a good start.
It's a great start. They've got like a really dark blue for the main uniform with like yellow shoulders.
Okay.
Almost a little Chargers-esque.
Do this for D flag, or I can do this for last stand. I'm gonna grab the last stand.
Okay.
If I'm trying to go for the gold, I might as well be as prepared as possible.
That's true.
I also still need to get strafe so I can
Get your void slice.
get my slicings of the void.
Oh, it's not just that they lost their first game. They lost to a pick six. That's always sad.
Dang.
Now that I know what that means.
Were they winning until that point?
No.
Well, so then they didn't lose to the pick six. They lost.
Well, it was 12-26. So it was close. And then they got pick sixed and couldn't recover.
It all depends. If it happened in like garbage time, it's like, But if it happened at a critical moment, maybe. But they didn't lose by 6 or less points, so.
Yeah, correct.
It was just an exclamation point.
They say it was a late pick six. So without having seen it, I don't freaking know.
The only thing I know is that the rules are a little different. If you score a touchdown, you can get either a 1 point, a 2 point, or a 3 point conversion.
Oh, man.
And I don't think kicking is involved in any of it.
Oh, weird.
It's weird.
All right, let's see. San Antonio.
I'm going to reroll past that. There goes all my rerolls. Sad. Adaptive armor. It's fine.
Okay, the Renegades are white uniforms with like some baby blue stripes, and then their helmet is that same baby blue with a thick black stripe.
Okay.
The helmet does not look like it goes with the uniform. Unless that might not be white. That jersey might be that same baby blue, but it looks white in the light. Dang.
I'm typically not a fan of the baby blue, like the.
That's a real powdery blue.
Yeah, a couple of teams in the NFL use that powdery blue, and never been a fan.
Okay. Let's go look at the Birmingham Stallions. They're very San Francisco 49ers looking.
Okay.
Red jersey, golden red helmet. That same like tannish pants. Not really gold, but not really kind of beige.
I mean, it's a good color scheme.
It's a good color scheme. DC Defenders is very Washington, which makes sense. They're from DC.
Yeah.
So, it's red jersey, white helmets. It's very red and white. Houston Roughnecks are black and white with like a red gradient stripe down the pants. That's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds not bad. You know, the sword's never broken, so maybe
I know. See, maybe you don't need the elegant construction.
I'm just gonna go warpath.
Okay. Yeah, I described the showboats already. The Michigan Panthers look like they have the same uniform as... No. It's like a crossover uniform. Full red with an actual gold. Whereas that other team, it was more of the beige. This is very gold. Also, you are getting a little cooked.
Been getting got here.
I mean, you do take more damage from all sources.
Oh,
it's a boost.
That boost
that will help.
Kick us back into fighting shape.
The Brahmas look like bumblebees. That is just, it is just black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
One thing I will say is the Panthers annoy me because in the NFL there's also the Panthers, so I feel like there's cross contamination. Get your own animal.
I agree. And it's the Michigan Panthers.
Yeah, they're not even from Carolina.
And the Battle Hawks look like the Lions. Just that blue and silver.
I was gonna say which Lions because the Lions with their dark uniforms look sick. The Lions with their regular uniforms I think look fine, but I really like their dark uniforms.
Obviously you'd have to see it yourself. I can't like show you pictures because then you'll get distracted. But
yeah,
you'd probably like this. It looks mostly like a dark blue with like white bits.
Okay.
So I think you'd probably like that one.
And I don't know if these teams have dark and light variants. I imagine
they
would
do.
have to. Yeah.
It looks like the Battlehawks. It looks like they're just inverted colors for most of it, which it's pretty normal for that to be a thing.
I've gone without regen for so long.
So yeah, I think it's between the Battlehawks and the Showboats for best uniform.
I'd be interested to see how good it is to watch with the different rules, and I'd be interested to see if they'd survive longer than 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and it's only about 2 hours from here for us, but the game starts at 7, so it's like we'd probably have to get a hotel or drive back real late.
Yeah. Probably end at like 10 or 11. Be back here by 1. Yeah,
that's actually not too bad. Maybe we find a way to watch one game on TV first. So careful, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's a lot of mines. Oh, that's a lot of fire. Oh, that's a lot of everything. Ugh.
Oh boy.
Get the hint. I'm just not that indie. We're almost at Snake 2.
Electric Boogaloo? Yeah, and you're back to full health. You're fine. Your sword still hasn't broken. You got to level up.
Oh, there's Terminate.
Yeah.
I'll take a Terminate.
Terminate's not bad.
Okay. Explodey's gonna explodey. Ouchie, ouchie. Just Get rid of some of these rocks. Get rid of some of these dinguses. Get rid of that dingus.
It's just...
Ugh. They're just filling the screen with crap. It's my one weakness. Bullets. I can swing at them and get them away, but then I'm not charging my swing to hit the bad man.
You can do it.
Okay. Get my shield back. Shield's gone again. Get my shield back. And the shield's gone again. Get my shield back. Shield's gone again. I'm sensing a pattern. Ow. Rock. Shield gone again. Shield, come back. You can blame it all on the enemy!
Last stand.
Yep.
That turned south very fast. You were like in the middle of talking about it, and then it went bad.
Yeah.
So now what do you do?
Die. Hey, there's Rancor. Ow. They're giving me a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
The mines and the fire and the just incidental damage.
Yeah, and when you take more damage from all sources, it builds up fast.
Ugh.
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 Ah.
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 Just insert Kathy here. Ah.
But it was still a good run and a fun run.
Yeah.
We didn't use any of our... We had all 3 keys. We didn't use any of them for anything.
That's all right.
We just sat on them forever. Imagine if we'd gotten Evolutionary Niche and nothing else. But alas, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's neat.
Big,
I like
big
the
sword,
new-
big number, go burr.
I like these daily things. They're fun.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I guess with that, see you guys next time.
Look at that.